I noticed the same truck parked across from my apartment 3 nights in a row, always gone by morning. I work nights at a hospital, so I'm usually pulling into my complex around 2 a.m. Most people are asleep. The streets are dead. That truck stood out immediately. First night, I figured it was a visitor. Second night, I slowed down as I passed it. Big white pickup, no markings, windows dark. Third night, I actually stopped my car and sat there looking at it. Something about the way it was positioned felt deliberate, like it was angled just slightly toward my building entrance. I took a photo of the plates, felt paranoid doing it, told myself I was being ridiculous. 4 days passed with nothing. I almost forgot about it entirely. Then I came home one night to find my welcome mat moved about 2 feet from where I always keep it. Not knocked over, moved, placed deliberately against the wall beside my door. I stood in the hallway for a full minute just staring at it. I went inside, locked everything, and reasoned my way through it. Maybe maintenance came by. Maybe I kicked it without noticing. But I knew neither of those explanations felt right. That same week, I started catching a smell in my apartment I couldn't place. Faint, like something earthy. I checked every corner, under the sink, behind the furniture. Nothing. I cracked the windows and forgot about it. Then one evening before my shift, I went to grab my work badge from the hook by the door where I always leave it. It wasn't there. I tore the apartment apart for 20 minutes before finding it sitting on my bathroom counter. I had no memory of putting it there. No memory at all. I called my sister and described everything. She didn't laugh. She asked me if my locks had ever been changed since I moved in. I had no idea. I just assumed when I signed the lease that the property management had done it. I'd never actually confirmed it. That thought sat in my chest like a stone. The next morning, I had a locksmith come out. While he was working, he pointed out something I never would have caught on my own. The deadbolt plate had faint scratching around it, the kind that happens with repeated manipulation over time. He said it wasn't new damage. I felt physically sick. I installed a simple door sensor that day, the cheap kind that sends an alert to your phone if the door opens. Figured it was probably overkill at this point, but I needed to do something to feel safe enough to sleep. 3 nights later, at 4:17 in the morning, my phone lit up. Door sensor triggered. I was in bed. I lay completely still, listening. The apartment was silent except for the rain hitting the window. I did not move for a long time. Eventually, I called 911 and told them I thought someone had entered my apartment. I stayed on the line with the dispatcher, barely breathing, until officers arrived 8 minutes later. They cleared the space room by room. Nobody was inside, but my front door was unlocked. I had locked it before going to sleep. I know I did because I check it twice every single night without exception. The white truck was parked across the street. Officers ran the plates. The truck came back registered to a man who had no connection to me that I could immediately identify. But when I looked at the name, something shifted in my memory. 2 years earlier, I'd reported a man at my previous job for making a female coworker uncomfortable. He'd been let go shortly after. I'd been the one who filed the formal complaint. The name on the registration matched. He had been watching me for what investigators later determined was close to 3 weeks. He had a copy of my apartment key, likely duplicated from the building's master. Inside his home, they found photographs of me taken through my windows. I was never physically harmed, but I think about how many nights I slept while someone let himself into my space, moved through my rooms, stood close enough to leave a smell behind, and then walked back out. He is in custody. My locks are changed. I have cameras now, real ones. I still check the door twice every night, some habits you don't break.